So the new album's heavier than the first one.
I guess so. I mean, it's funny because there's some people that are like, oh, it's so much more melodic, and then other people are like, oh, it's so much heavier, and I'm just like,
I think it's both.
Both, yeah. Yep.
How did that occur? Was it just normal progression, or was it intentional?
It was just pretty much how we all sort of progressed. You know, like I've always been wanting to push it heavier, and you know, Danny, he excels at writing really melodic stuff, and so we sort of butt heads with that kind of, you know, sometimes, but. You know, basically, it was just, I mean, the addition of Simon to the band, because Simon did not play on the first album and he wasn't there for the writing of that. So Simon joining actually helped a lot because he's also a songwriter and a guitarist, and track 5, Waiting Up the Winter, was actually written and performed completely by him, with the exception of the vocals, which were written and performed by me. And other than that, we just, you know, pretty much we all evolved because of touring and because of just, you know, growing up, and we didn't really focus on trying to accomplish any one specific thing with this album. And even until the last day of studio, I wasn't sure how the album was going to come out. You know, I was really up and down with this. Some days I'd be like, yes, it's amazing, and other days I'd be like, oh man, I don't know. And then finally we finished down to, I think our last day in studio was 47 hours, you know?
Wow.
And so, you know, straight, no break, no sleep, nothing. And so we had the album and we sent it off to be mastered, and I was like, I love this.
Who does the artwork on your albums?
It's an artist named Natalie Shao, and she did the artwork for both albums. In the second album, I actually designed the cover, but I had her actually illustrate it because I just did not have time. Mm-hmm. And she's an amazing artist. I love her style of artwork, and so she did the cover, the back cover, and the layout, and the photography in there is by a local photographer from Montreal named Giorgio Sousa. And
Have you played anywhere other than Canada and the U.S.?
Not yet, but we will be within the next couple months.
Really? Where are you going?
We have a couple shows in Mexico City, and then we have a full South American tour.
Nice.
And then we should be hitting Europe. Come on, Europe already, you know? We should be hitting it pretty soon, hopefully beginning 2010.
What's the difference, would you say, between Canada and the U.S. as far as playing shows?
I would say that Canada, because the cities are, you know, they're more few and far between in Canada, like the big metropolis centers. I would say that the shows usually have a better turnout and a more supportive crowd in Canada. It also depends. Like Quebec has its own metal scene. Like there's a strong French metal scene in Quebec, I would have to say that the shows in Canada, there's fewer of them that you can play because there's only maybe like 10 major cities that you can play, right. But they're really quality shows. So it really depends if you want like quality or quantity, you know.
And you filmed the DVD recently, or is that coming out?
No, that's going to be on Wednesday. We're going to be shooting, well, basically, it's not really a DVD, it's just we're filming one of our shows, and that'll be added to footage that we've picked up along the years.
Oh, okay. I thought you were putting out an actual DVD.
We will be putting one out, but not anytime soon. We have to make it still. So, yeah.
Were you in any bands before this?
I was in like a couple local bands before this, and they were just like little local bands that, I was in a progressive metal band, like a Dream Theater type band, for like about 8 months before meeting up with Danny and Chris, which, and we had another drummer at the time, and we formed the Tempest. And for the first year or 2 years that I was in the Tempest, I was also in another band with the guitarist that used to be in a band with all the members of Simple Plan, actually, because they're from right around Montreal also, and so. And they're also in the band Reset now. And the scene is just like that. And the drummer in that band was the guitarist in another Montreal local death metal band. And so, it's just, that's the way it goes. So, but basically this has been my, my, I wouldn't say first real band, but like it's been the one that's
taken off.
It's been the one that's taken off, and it's been the one that really had the best chemistry. Because even the first one only lasted about 8 months, and the other band, it was sort of always a side project to the Agonist.
And did you win an award for one of the videos, or get number?
Yeah, that was surprising actually. That was pretty cool. We won like in the top 10. I think it was the number 6 best video viewers' choice on Headbangers Ball, and that was pretty cool because that was a really awesome video for business suits and combat boots. And that was by director David Brodsky. He's done all of our videos so far. He did And Their Eulogy Sang Me Sleep, and we also have another video done by him, which is going to be released within weeks. And
what song?
For Thank You Pain. And yeah, so that video like really meant a lot to me because it really represented the lyrics really well, and so we were glad to see that the viewers' choice actually reacted to that. You know, we beat out bands like, you know, Arch Enemy and, you know, huge Bleeding Through and, you know, huge bands
that have been doing it for quite a while.
Yeah, so we were just like, wow, not gonna complain there.
Does it take a toll on your voice jumping from the growling to the clean vocals?
Not really. I mean, the only thing that takes a toll on my voice is if I don't sleep properly. That kills me. I have to sleep properly, or if I get sick, then it's gone. It's dead. Especially because I still have to exert it every single night, so it never has a chance to heal.
Well, is there anything else people should know about the Agonist?
Basically, just, you know, the best thing you can do for the Agonist or any other band is just come to the shows and show your support at the shows. Buy our album. Please don't download it because that kills us. You know, that's a year's work, more than a year's work for us. You know, buy shirts. Just come rock out at the shows. You know, support us online, and it's basically the best thing you can do for any touring band, and that's the best way to support them. So,
now what merch do you have?
We're gonna have an online merch store up really soon. We had another one before, and we're just in the middle of transferring it over. We'll have T-shirts, posters that are autographed. Both albums, Once Only Imagine from 2007 and Lullabies for the Dormant Mind from 2009. We have prints of a painting that I made, so you can buy those. They're also autographed. All sorts of different T-shirts, like 10, 15 different designs. Hoodies are going to be there soon, and they should be available on Hot Topics soon too.
Oh, cool.